Welcome to Thinkery 2. Now I'm going to just reassemble this lens, and I just want to explain what the products that we usually use to clean everything, which is the isopropyl alcohol. So what you want to do is just, well, the way I do it at least is I just cut some slices, some pieces of this very strong cloth that is usually sold on Sam's Club. And I'm going to remove all fingerprints and everything with the isopropyl alcohol. The isopropyl alcohol is going to be excellent to remove fingerprints and anything like that, but it will not remove fungus. To remove fungus, you need stronger stuff, which is the hydrogen peroxide. So if your lens is has some contamination with fungus, what you're gonna do is 8% solution peroxide. You can buy it on the internet certainly, and on some lab. So what you do is just, you hold the lens on your hand like that and just light it in place very gently and push into place, just like that. So when it's in place, you definitely see. Now we can clean the upper lenses much easier and see if there's something that still remains in the back lens. We can clean it before we attack the rear glass. Make sure there are no bubbles inside, at least not many bubbles. Don't care to remove all of them. But mine has very, very tiny bubble, and I'll leave it there for now. Maybe the next time I disassemble this, I remove that bubble. It's still very messy, so it'll take me a bit of time. And certainly, it's the magic of editing. You can skip the cleaning. But basically, what you want to do is, the way I do it at least, is put some isopropyl alcohol in the one side of the cloth, and the other side remains dry. So that sense, the isopropyl alcohol removes every time you pass a new cloth with isopropyl alcohol. You remove ever so slightly a bit and a bit and a bit. So yeah, you have to do it many times until it's 100% clean. And you know for sure that dust, the grease, and all the fuzziness is in this side and not on the other side. Yeah. Okay, so it's plain enough. So you just push it back in place. Put the other one in place as well. And now it's just a matter of all the screws in their respective places. You don't need to put a lot of strength time. Just be very gentle. No need to be extra tight or anything. Now the here lens, I hope it's not masked. I'll try to just very slightly remove. Okay, so you want to put the golden ring, this one. So again, you want to put the golden ring in here, like that. And again, you want to assemble it upside down. Just put it in place. And you're going to feel that it has the correctly sit in its position. This one is really there it is. So it's there in its position. And then there's this black ring goes on top. What you may want to do is put a bit of lubricant or whatever. Don't use this. You want a fluid like more lubricant oil on the sides of the lens, because you're gonna need to twist it a bit until you find the alignment, and that might be a bit tedious and hard to do. So be aware. So there are two. Don't mess with them, but you want to put first the slim one. So the first one is the slim one. The one that has 4 holes. And you're gonna choose a pair of holes for your screws. Don't tighten them very firmly now, just put them very slightly in place, because you need to go to the alignment phase now. I'm not going to do it in this video, there are all the videos showing you how to do it. But basically you're going to put it in front of your camera with a long telephoto lens, 150 millimeters or whatever, and you're going to turn, holding the lenses in your hand with your telephoto lens is set to infinity, focusing on something, and you're going to turn and turn until you see the image become really sharp. It's a very, very minor turn you're going to do by them. That's very small ones. That's why I said to you, put some drops of oil, synthetic oil, something like that, on the side of this lens, because you want it to be fluid, because you want to be able to do this adjustment very, very precisely. And this is where you do the adjustment. So put some oil there, not grease, not very sticky stuff, oil, well, engine oil, whatever you can use it. Normally I use finish line oil that I use on my bike, so that's my tip. But I don't know which oil is the best one. That's the one that I use. So thank you very much. This is it.